Today, we embark on a journey to explore the tragic decline of the majestic Northern White Rhino and its troubling connection to the luxury trade. The Northern White Rhino, once a symbol of strength and resilience, now faces the brink of extinction. With only a handful left in the wild, this iconic species is fighting for survival. What impact does luxury have on their decline? Come along as we explore the tangled world of luxury buying and how it hurts our planet's special animals. The Northern White Rhino used to be a symbol of wild beauty and the many different animals living on Earth, but now it's almost gone forever. Sadly, people's greed and lack of knowledge have caused this. The number of Northern White Rhinos left is very small, showing how damaging it can be when people want expensive things too much. In this video, we'll talk about how the Northern White Rhino got so close to disappearing and how it's linked to the desire for luxury items. Here's a fun fact about the Northern White Rhino. Did you know that the Northern White Rhino has a unique way of communicating? While they do make sounds like grunts, snorts, and bellows, one of their most distinctive methods of communication is through their dung. Yes, you heard it right. Northern White Rhinos use their dung as a form of communication, leaving behind piles in specific locations called dung middens. These dung piles convey important information about the rhino's identity, territory, and reproductive status to other rhinos in the area. It's like leaving a message for other rhinos to read. The decline of the Northern White Rhino. Native to the grasslands of East and Central Africa, the Northern White Rhino once roamed freely in substantial numbers. However, relentless poaching for their coveted horns, coupled with habitat loss and political instability in their native range, have pushed this magnificent species to the brink of oblivion. By the turn of the 21st century, the Northern White Rhino had become one of the rarest mammals on the planet, with only a handful remaining in captivity. Efforts to save the species. Conservationists worked hard to save the Northern White Rhino. They tried different ways like breeding them in captivity and protecting them better. But even with all these efforts, the rhinos faced big problems. Some couldn't have babies because they were too old, and there weren't enough different rhinos in captivity to keep their genes healthy. Even though scientists and conservationists tried their best, it seemed like the Northern White Rhino was still going to disappear forever. The role of the luxury trade. The main reason the Northern White Rhino is disappearing is because of the luxury trade. In some parts of Asia, there's a big demand for rhino horns. Even though rhino horns don't actually have any proven medical benefits, some people believe they're a symbol of high status and can cure many illnesses in traditional medicine. Because rhino horns sell for a lot of money on the illegal market, poachers kill rhinos without mercy. This has led to a sharp decline in the rhino population and is making them even more likely to become extinct. Luxury and status. The desire for rhino horn shows how luxury and status are connected in today's world. In lots of cultures, having rare and special things like rhino horn is a way to show off wealth, power, and social standing. Because these items are so hard to get, they become even more valuable. This makes a big market for them, where they can be sold for a lot of money. But this demand for rare items is hurting animals like the Northern White Rhino, pushing them closer to disappearing forever. Ethical considerations. The Northern White Rhino's extinction makes us think deeply about how we treat nature and the morals of buying luxury items. When we chase after symbols of status that don't last, it shows how we might be missing the bigger picture of keeping our planet healthy. Our focus on consuming things without thinking about their impact on the environment and other living beings is a problem. Losing the Northern White Rhino reminds us that our endless desire for luxury has harmed some of the most defenseless creatures on Earth. It's a wake-up call to change our ways. Hope for the future. Even though things look grim for the Northern White Rhino, there's still a chance for them to come back. Scientists are working on new ways to help them reproduce, like using methods such as in vitro fertilization and stem cell research. These techniques could bring the species back from the edge of extinction. Also, the struggle of the Northern White Rhino has made more people care about conservation. It's inspiring efforts to stop illegal trading of wildlife and protect endangered species. So, while the situation is tough, there's hope for the future of the Northern White Rhino. Did you know, despite their massive size, Northern White Rhinos are surprisingly fast runners, capable of reaching speeds of up to 30 miles per hour or 48 kilometers per hour. Despite their bulk, they can move swiftly when needed, especially if they feel threatened or during moments of playfulness. So, despite their lumbering appearance, Northern White Rhinos are not to be underestimated when it comes to agility. The disappearance of the Northern White Rhino reminds us of how harmful the luxury trade can be and why we need to act together to save our planet's diverse life. We have to face up to the damage caused by human greed and exploitation and rethink what matters most to us. Protecting life should be more important than chasing after things we don't really need. To ensure that species like the Northern White Rhino survive for our children and grandchildren, we have to work together to stop the reasons why they're disappearing and encourage ways of living that don't harm the environment. Did you know that the Northern White Rhino species has been around for approximately 3 to 4 million years? This incredible longevity means that these rhinos have witnessed significant geological and climatic changes throughout their existence, including the Pleistocene epoch, also known as the Ice Age. During this time, mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and other prehistoric creatures roamed the earth alongside the Northern White Rhino, making them a living relic of a bygone era. Despite their resilience over millions of years, the Northern White Rhino's rapid decline in recent decades serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need for conservation efforts to protect Earth's most iconic species. Have you ever encountered products made from endangered species in luxury markets? Can you envision a future where luxury and conservation coexist harmoniously? What steps do you think are necessary to achieve this vision? Feel free to share your thoughts and insights in the comments below. Your perspectives are valuable as we strive to protect our planet's precious wildlife and promote sustainable living practices. Let's spark a meaningful conversation and inspire positive change together. Let us remember that the fate of the Northern White Rhino rests not just in the hands of a few, but in the collective consciousness of humanity. Together, we can forge a future where luxury and conservation walk hand in hand. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on World of Luxuries. Until next time, let's strive to protect and preserve our planet's precious wildlife.